Welcome to Star Citizen and the current state of development in August. In the monthly report for August, there was of course again some exciting information that we have prepared and analyzed for you. So let's get right to it. The AI department has developed an upgrade for NPCs. They can now switch seamlessly between zero gravity and gravity environments. This means NPCs can now enter and exit ships through airlocks or hatches as if they were simply walking over a ledge. This definitely makes the universe more dynamic and realistic. And the possibilities for mission design and believability and immersion are enormous. In terms of navigation, the AI team has optimized the connections between different zones to allow for moving platforms and moving areas. But there is more. Work is progressing on the so-called voids, the AI lifeforms in Star Citizen. The AI team is currently adding constraints to ensure they stay within navigable areas, so they will play animations while moving or idling. And in addition, many improvements have been made to the so-called subsumption editor to make it easier and better to work on. The animation team has focused on improving the visual results for reloading and knocking down, and has developed new animations for weapons and knives that will be released directly in the upcoming Alpha 3.20. This, along with the addition of player interactions and ongoing support for facial animations for characters, will provide even deeper immersion in Star Citizen. The character art team has been working on new outfits for various gangs, while the character concept art team has been focused on planning more outfits. In the area of ships and vehicles, there was of course also news. From the robot space industry's Polaris, which is currently going through its white box pass, to the Tumbrel Storm, which is nearing the end of production. There are several unannounced vehicles in the pipeline. One of them is currently already nearing completion. So we will surely get new direct flying or driving ships at CitizenCon in October at the latest. The audio team has made progress with new sound effects, which should enrich the soundscape of Star Citizen with upcoming ship versions, improvements to the flight experience and the implementation of sounds for the new planets around Pyro. But now the technical area. First of all, it's important to mention that the core engine team has been working on Starbuild, the new in-house code building system. This system was developed at the optimization based on feedback from the developer community and should be a big step forward. We'll see. For Memory Play 2.0, the concept of virtual memory areas was introduced to allow for improved tracking and visualization of memory allocations. An important aspect when it comes to getting the most out of your system resources. So hopefully a much better and noticeable performance. The core engine team has been working closely with the physics and vehicle teams to ensure that the Miscal C works flawlessly. I think we all hope so. Now for the features. In July, the feature team experimented with skill progressions to make gameplay deeper and more dynamic. For example, players could improve their character traits and unlock new abilities through specific actions. This helps make the game more immersive and personal. We envision a system that, for example, rewards players with slightly handling improvements if they use a specific type of weapon frequently. Details on this would definitely be worth an Inside Star Citizen episode, and will hopefully come to us soon. The gameplay feature team, meanwhile, has been working on new features like the vehicle tractor beam, and has also made improvements to mining. And the tractor beams are one of the features that will have massive implications for the verse. In terms of missions, the team has been active and has been working on various aspects, including cargo missions, their reputation system, and much more. The goal is to create a more varied and rewarding mission ecosystem that will keep us constantly on our toes. Now let's move on to the graphics and VFX programming. New features have been added to the global illumination system, including the first implementation of temporal smoothing for screen space probes. Also, the team has been working on improvements for the unified water shader. So in short, some optimizations in the visuals. In the area of in-game branding, work has been done on various assets for upcoming events, and navigation signage for New Babbage has been created with the locations team. This of course refers to the upcoming Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November, as well as probably a special for CitizenCon in October. Last but not least, the Interactables team finished their work on Pyro consumables and worked on content for the store and props. And now briefly imagine a spectacle of dazzling lights and majestic starry nebula unfolding in the depth of the Pyro system. That's because the lighting team went all out to add that extra touch to Pyro's clouds. But Stanton was not forgotten either, for work was also done on the upcoming new platforms on Crusader. Meanwhile, the location team has been busy working on Pyro's worn-out stations, polishing up details and creating an atmosphere all their own. Signs were improved in New Babbage, and a lot of attention was paid to the new Crusader platforms. Montreal team has made progress in the area of the new settlements and is now taking care of interior decoration. The narrative team has been working on fine-tuning Pyro's mission content. There must have been very intense discussions here about how the mission system will change when the newest system is added. We were promised very exciting results here. In the area of online services, work continued to the new inventory ID functionality. There are also plans to convert several backend services to gRPC. There is also a focus more on security, and anti-cheat sanctions and enforcement are being looked at. In addition, renewed progress has been made on atmosphere and volumetric cloud rendering. The UI team has not only made improvements to the data list but also developed a unique style for Pyro screens. In addition, a new internal map system is finally being designed that will help players navigate through Star Citizen, sprawling cities, planets and spaceships. This sounds great! And finally, the VFX team meanwhile continued to work on Pyro's interiors and exteriors, overcoming both technical and artistic challenges, whatever that means. And following that, work began on Sci-Fi bombs and 3 brand new vehicles. So it's going to be very exciting again, and we can expect some news and revelations at CitizenCon in October. And that's it for the current development status in August. I hope we will see us soon. And of course, see you in the verse.